Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you to this video titled Area of Triangles, and the goal for the video today is to use a formula to find the area of a triangle. Now I want you to turn to page 159 in your Math and Focus books. Get out your calculator, pencil, and math journal. Right away, formula for area of a triangle is going to equal this. Area equals 1/2 times base times the height. Or some people even have area equals base times height divided by 2. Same thing here, 1/2 times the base times the height, or base times height divided by 2. So I want you to write that down, even write in your math book just like I did, so you can reference it throughout this lesson. Now, it's important if you're going to figure out 1/2 times the base times the height is to be able to figure out what is the base and what is the height of triangles, because you will not see a triangle like we usually see throughout our whole entire triangle career or anything like that. But sometimes the triangles will be mixed up, like we can see on page 160, and I would like you to turn there on page 160. It is important to understand that any side of a triangle can be its base. Now, the height of a triangle is perpendicular to its base. What does it mean by perpendicular? That means it's at an angle of 90 degrees to a given line, plane, or surface. So in other words, we need to be able to, if we see the base here, that means it's got to be at a 90 degree. So it's 90 degrees from that base. So that's going to be the height. Once again, base is BC, kind of mix these up here. And that at a 90-degree angle here, we can have the height just like this, okay? So we have the base is AB, and then FC is the height, okay? So we can see it's perpendicular, FC is perpendicular to the base, or we can see that CF would be the height there as well. So you can go through and see these different shapes, or these different triangles on page 160, and understand how you can find the height from an obtuse triangle. You can see the base, not too difficult to figure out, but the height, again, has to be that we can see is perpendicular to the base here. Okay, so you can see all these different types of ways to figure out the height of these various triangles. Okay, so being able to identify the base and the height is the first step, because if you're going to have to multiply the base times the height, then divide it by 2, you got to figure out what the base is and what the height is as well. So let's take a look at some of these triangles and find the area of them. So let's turn our books to page 165, where we're going to do a couple of these problems together. So let's take a look at the area of the triangle PQR. Remember, the formula is 1/2 times the base times the height. Okay, so first of all, we need to look at the base. 38 is going to be the base, so let's write that in on page 165. And 15 is the height. So we take 1/2 times 38, that's going to give us 19. And then 19 times 15 is going to give us 285 centimeters squared. And remember, whenever we're trying to find area of something, you have to have it in square units, because that's how we find the area. So it is important to have the measurement with that 2 there to show its square units. Now let's take a look at number 2. So again, we can have 1/2 times base times the height. So what you can see here, so we're going to write it out. Area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. We'll rewrite it again. Area equals 1/2 times 16 times 17. And then we'll rewrite it. Area equals 1/2. So we did 1/2 times 16. That's going to give us 8 times 17 now. We're just going to take it step by step. And then area equals 8 times 17 is going to give us 136 centimeters squared. Okay, that's how you would do a problem like that. Now let's take a look at number 3 on page 165. Again, just plugging in these numbers for your formula will definitely help you out. So we can see area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. Area equals 1/2 times the base, 52, times the height, which is 7. And then we multiply 1/2 times 52, and that's going to give us area then equals 26 times 7. And then finally we can see that the area, I'm just going to write off the side here, area equals 182 inches squared. So you can see the formula, writing it out, and then plugging in the numbers for the formula, and then eventually you'll be able to take it step by step and find the area for the triangle. All right, let's look at number 4 together. So we're going to have area equals 1/2 times the base. Now the base, you can see, it's going to be 20 and 18 together. That's going to give us 38. Even though it's the top part, we can see the bottom of the triangle would equal that. 28 times 30, or 25, which would be the height, you can see. Now we have area equals 1/2 times 38. Whoops. It's going to give us 19 times 25. We can see the area, 19 times 25, is going to give us 475 centimeters squared. Just remember, whenever we're dealing with area, it's in square units. Now let's take a look at number 5. So we can see the base is easily figured out for us already, but understand that the height has to be perpendicular to its base. And remember, perpendicular means at a 90-degree angle. So if we were to take the height here, that's an obtuse angle. That's greater than 90 degrees. So we have to make sure it's a 90-degree angle. So we have to extend it out a little bit more and go to the height there. And that gives us 31 feet. Now, based upon this, what we'll do now is we're going to write area. Area equals 1/2 times 56 times 31. That's the base and that's the height. Area 1/2 times 56 is 28 times 31. And then we take 28 times 31. Area is going to equal 868 feet squared. Again, so it's important to make sure that the height of the triangle is perpendicular to its base there. So that's why the 35 would not work for the height of that triangle for number 5. So we're going to go over a few more items throughout lesson 10.1, but this just gives you a good foundation for finding area of a triangle. If you have any questions about finding area of a triangle, please come and see me.